Welcome in. Hopefully today's live will not cut in and out. I don't know if it was the last time my hotspot phone kept going back and forth between my Wi-Fi, but hopefully this works. Welcome in. We're going to be going over some sales. It is a Saturday morning. I know we're not used to this, but if you're new or if you don't usually catch me on a weekday because you're working your full time, what's up? Welcome in. If you have any questions during live, ask them. If I'm not live and you're rewatching this, you can ask those questions and I'm usually able to comment on those as well. All right, we're going to start with eBay orders first, and then we're going to go to do some Poshmark. New over here in my world, just listing a lot. Yesterday I listed a ton. I've been listing a lot of multi-quantity, taking photos and listing. That's about what I've been doing. Yeah, I did a buyout this week. What else? Yeah, buyout this week, and I went thrifting with Bearded for a day. That was fun. Happy Saturday. Great to see you, Susan. Juliet, good morning. Thanks for coming in, everybody. I know it's not my normal, but you know what? I'm just gonna ship this stuff today. So yeah, my mom does have surgery Monday, so I don't know for sure if I'll be alive or not. But anyways. These are Pacer shorts. I'll talk about this stuff often. I'll talk about this stuff often about player issued or team issued. These are team issued, large, tall, team issued Pacer pants. Now they could go to players. Usually they do go to players or they go to staff members, but usually on basketball teams, I find player issued stuff. This sold for, what did it sell for? I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back in and see what it sold for. Not a ton because it didn't have a player on it, but even then they sell pretty well. $35. I took a best offer of $35 on it, so not too bad. Not too bad. Good morning, Carolyn. Getting ready to go to my home to work on hard goods organization. I need to do that. Thank you for saying that because I need to do that as well. Prayers for mom. Hey, thank you. Yep. She's got AFib, so she's going to do that. Last Monday, I took her. She had a little bit of basal cell cancer. She had to get removed. So, just doing all the things. Proud of her for always staying on top of everything. So that's what you got to do. So you stay on top of things so it doesn't catch you later. Love the quiz videos in the thrift store. I love those too. I'm going to be doing more of those. They're my favorite. They don't get a ton of views, but they're just so much fun. I love those. Like, it's just my personality. It just fits my personality. I love it. I talk to strangers. I'll talk to random people. And definitely I got to get more my normal. I'm a little jittery person, but like I got to be more like my normal. I watch her. I'm like, oh my God, I should have said like, you haven't bought from eBay before. Like, here's my store. This is the best place to buy stuff. Search that finds. Good morning, Big C. What's up? All right, let's get to this is part of a buyout. Everything in the store was $10 except the shirts were $5. True Religion, brand new with tags, jeans. True Religion, brand new tags, jeans. Bought them for $10, sold them for $39.99. Normally, I'm not. True Religion has definitely gone downhill. You'll find this brand at Ross often for about the price I sold it for, along with silver jeans, which I've been selling new with tags too, and I have a pair here. But these are still good. We'll put these in a little bit of a bigger. Do I have a bigger one? Do I have a bigger one? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. What's up, Crystal? I had 3 awesome days of sourcing with high incredible finds. So glad that Nifty is making up listing me much easier. Yes. So number one, congratulations on your finds. I don't know about you. I'm sure we're all the same. Whenever we find things, it's just like, okay, that's good. That makes me more comfortable. That's going to pay for this, or that's going to pay for that, or that's going to put more money in the bank. And then, yeah, I actually made a post this morning about how quickly 2 of these shirts sold, one here and one. I did Nifty yesterday. I made I always do for my phone, my photos into my bulk generator and into my drafts. And then I get on my computer and I do the drafts. And it's like, you guys know, if you do the AI now, it's so freaking fast. And 2 of the items I sold. So yeah, Nifty is making it so much quicker and easier. I would think those videos would fly and attract As I would do the flea with people's finds, what they purchased. Yeah, they might. I'm gonna continue to do them because I like doing them, and I feel like there's a lot of repetitive stuff now I'm watching, which is totally fine. But it's just, I like to do fun, different things. I'm gonna still do things like this is worth money and all that. But there's a lot of people out there now that are showing you like, hey, this is a good brand, this is a good brand, which is good. There's lots of people to watch out there. But I like to be a little bit different, so I'm gonna continue to do those. And I'm not shy around people, as Nick right here knows. I'll say hi. Vineyard Vines listed this. Took photos of this yesterday. Bulk generated it yesterday. Had it in my drafts on Nifty last night. While watching Purdue, which Purdue won, I listed it through my drafts, which took about 2 seconds, and it sold overnight. Or no, it sold this morning. For $22.99. It is a Vineyard Vines Performance. Vineyard Vines Performance, paid $5 for it. I like finding Vineyard Vines Performance. Crystal's right on. I sourced half a day, did 40 listings, and went to a family dinner at 6 p.m. It's like cheating. Nick, it is like cheating. I still haven't done my suits yet. They're right in there. But it is like cheating. It's freaking so good. I'm going to talk about it. And you guys are just going to stop watching me because it's so good. Speaking of so good, gosh, I went too light on the retail arbitrage. I spent so much money, and my goal was like to make my money back. I wasn't sure what would sell, what would not sell. Again, I bought these for 75% off of $7.97. So I spent like not even $2 on these shorts right here. Sold them for $14.99. $14.99. Should have bought every single one. It would have been my year. But I had to make that money back. Again, as I talked about in many of these lives, it's good to it's nice to have a pocket of money to be able, like emergency fund money for your business. For example, if there's a huge buyout, a store's going out of business and you need $20,000 to buy the store, and it's great deals. You're not going to lose money on a thing. You're going to triple your money on everything. It's nice to have that, to have that money. And it took me a long time to build that up. And I'm still trying to build it up. I mean, if there's a store that had $100,000, no. But, yeah, trying to build that up still, which is good. Bogey Brothers. First time I found this was this shirt, and then I found another one this week. I think it's a 3XL. Bogey Brothers. This one has wine all over it. It's really not a very good color. I'm sorry if you like brown. But on a golf course, I just don't think brown's you never see brown polos, okay, for golf brown polos. This sold, I listed it yesterday and it sold yesterday, but I listed it at $19.99. I didn't look up comps on it. I just listed it at $19.99. Maybe I should have looked up comps. Now the next one I will, because it's like a 3X and it's got better graphics, got a better print. Garage sale flea season upon us because the thrift stores are pricing through the roof. Yeah, our thrift stores are staying about the same. I talked about that also this week, how they priced Nike polos back down to $4.99. So now I'm a buyer again. I wasn't a buyer. People at the bin said they'd see them all the time there. But yeah, our thrift stores the shoes are still really high and things like that. But yeah, definitely this is the time here soon. Get to those flea markets, get to those garage sales, and pick up your goods. Found a new tag. What's up? Found a new tag Peter Millar polo at the local Goodwill for $6.99. Same store puts Nike polos for $13.99. That's why you're smarter, NL, than the thrift stores. You got to be smarter than thrift stores. I mean, give them credit. The employees in the back, they're just working there for their check, right? And they have a list of the brands to price up. They can't keep up. Bogey Brothers, that brand's in and going to be out. You know what I mean? Robach, it's in, it's going to be out. They can't keep up with everything, so they try their best. What's up, Tiger Express? I'm able to catch a live show Saturday morning. It's like Saturday morning cartoons. Watch this goofy guy right here. All right, I've had this for a little bit, and it is called Zero Restriction. I like picking up the brand Zero Restriction if it's in like a good, if it's a good item. So this is Tour X. It says Tour X on it. It's got vents and stuff all over it. So zero restriction and a good piece of clothing I pick up. This sold for $37.99 via promoted listing on eBay. I also make listings. The thing I'm not excited about, easier. The pictures no longer sit in my phones for days. Yep, Crystal, exactly. It's if you're wondering what I'm talking about, on my Facebook and Instagram, I made a post today, and there's a link to my video that I did about the AI listings. And it's so easy. I didn't even do the bulk generate. I just did individuals. Zero restriction. I don't pick up all zero restriction. It just has to be unique. So that's just something I would probably do a comp at the store. Sold another ping hat. Again, retail arbitrage. Buying them and selling them. Luckily, I don't think anyone actually needs descriptions. The logic behind it is that Google ChatGPT shows exactly rich. Yes. So Nick, I've actually, since you said that, so what Nick's saying is Google, eBay will have, there's a lot of Google search. So Nifty AI puts a ton in the descriptions. A lot of people don't read them, but it's searchable. So if people search on Google, your listing might pop up, or if you do promoted listings, the advertisement of your listing might pop up. So Nifty does a whole bunch of keywords and descriptions and everything on the actual description itself, which I'm leaving alone now. I'm letting it do it. Yeah, that was a ping hat. I paid like just under $5 for that. Sold it for $13.99. Again, retail arbitrage. So many people in here to watch the best reseller. What's up, Ethan? Ethan, I was going to make a video of people that I know that do different categories. People that like I've met. There's a lot of people I watch that do different things. But like a shoe guy, Ethan Banks, like he's proven. He's been a full-time reseller for years now with just shoes and makes really good money doing used shoes. He can make it work with used shoes. Ethan, obviously I do mostly clothing, and Wayne, KW Shop. So Ethan, shoes, bearded, knickknacks, stuff that no one picks up. Not even like the really cool vintage things, like things you go to a thrift store and no one picks up. He picks up and sells. So just knickknacks. Tuition ain't cheap. Amanda, she sells cosmetic stuff. So just things that people don't think about, or all the different areas and niches that people sell in. That's not even like jewelry and like gold and cards and things like that. Nifty AI crushes into hard goods too. Uh-oh, Nick. I haven't gotten into there. Can it pack for me? If Nifty can pack for me, I swear to you, I will just wear a shirt that says Nifty every day, all day. If Nifty would pack for me. It's all I need. Happy Saturday. What's up, Audra? If you guys aren't following Audra, she also started social media. So she posts a lot of things. She stays heavy with trends. So she'll post a lot of things that are heavy with trends, like what's trending now, what's about to trend this spring, what's about to trend this fall. Very trendy type items. What's that jacket on the left? What's up, Chris at Peak? Peak. It's such a good jacket. Let me show you guys this first. This is a Brooks Brothers shirt. The size is a 19. So if you see 18, 19, 20, that's like a 3XL or bigger. Really big Brooks Brothers. I know I talk about ones that have the little hit right there, which I'll show you one here in a second. This didn't. And it sold for a best offer of $20. So Brooks Brothers, bigger sizes. Again, some of the main things I'm looking for on these Brooks Brothers shirts, whether they're a white shirt, any of the Brooks Brothers shirts I'm picking up, are stains around the neck. If the neck's discolored from sweat or whatever, usually that's a leave behind. I know a lot of people will be like, well, this gets it out, that gets it out. In one of my videos, people were talking about how like you can use this solution to get it out. For a $20 shirt, I'm not spending 5 minutes cleaning something, time letting it dry, time making sure it came out. No, not for a $20 shirt. But for a jacket like this, I would. This jacket is a Polo Ralph Lauren jacket. It's an older Polo Ralph Lauren jacket. These are called epaulets right here. So these are the epaulets, and it's like a safari hunting jacket. It has these huge pockets in the front, very, very heavy. It's got the buttons and the zipper. And then on the back, it's even vented. The sleeves have like double stitching as well. So this is a really heavy, really unique, good Polo Ralph Lauren jacket. And as you guys know, the unique vintage stuff is stuff I keep. In fact, I have to go pick one up from the dry cleaning, and it will be hanging here soon. Been pushing myself to list more this week. Yeah, I go through a lot of listings and not a lot of listings. It just depends on what I'm doing. Like the beginning of this week, my mom had surgery. I went thrifted with Bearded. Monday also, Sunday night I had a whatnot, so I had to pack for that on Monday. I forget how I was doing Wednesday. It was just one thing after. I didn't get to list a lot, but the last 2 days I did. Have you heard anything from Nifty? Are they adding any more platforms? I have not. And what I would do, I would recommend to anyone watching this or rewatching this, reach out to Nifty and ask them that question. I've been seeing more and more advertisement for the platform Vented. So that might be a platform to think about for Nifty. Vented, I think it's up and coming. So that I'd be interested. I'd be interested in cross-listing over there and seeing what happens. And I don't think there are any costs to the sellers on Vented. What kind of stipulations do you put on bad brands with good fabrics? Like Daniel Cremex with Loro Piana? That's a good question. Oh, man, that's a really good question. These are a pair of silver jeans, again, from that buyout that I did. Brand new with tags. I bought them for $10 a piece. These sold for $34.99. I wish they had crates of these. I would have bought all of them, but I didn't. They didn't have that. So to answer your question, stipulations on not great brands that have good fabrics. Let's talk about one. Alan Flusser, not a great brand. I pass up on most Alan Flusser, but often you'll find an Alan Flusser 100% linen blazer, let's say in blue. Usually you find them like in a blue. For $7.99 is what I pay. They're worth picking up if you like listing blazers and suits. And then like a Daniel Cremex with Loro Piana. If it's a good blend of Loro Piana, not all Loro Piana is like, it's Loro Piana, I got to get this. There are older brands or even like tailored for you brands. Like we have a tailor in town that will use Loro Piana fabric and they'll say Loro Piana, but it's specifically tailored to that person. But if it's got like a Loro Piana silk blend or cashmere blend or something, I'd probably consider picking that up for sure. Yeah, definitely. So let's say this. If it is a brand that I'm not normally picking up, but if it has a good fabric and it's cheap enough, there's a good possibility I'm picking it up. There we go. Good morning from Miramar Beach, Florida. What's up, Miramar Beach? eBay definitely helps with vacation. Miramar. Where is Miramar Beach? Kyle, where's Miramar? Give me a location in Miramar. We're going to Florida in June with the family, like renting a house, one of the Airbnb things. We don't usually do Airbnb things, but if we get invited to do one, we will. Bearded does insane on whatnot. He does. And we talked about this. Consistency on listing online, consistency on whatnot. As long as you have a day that you're going, everyone knows what to expect when they're coming. Wayne's the same way. And also like social media, being consistent. Ethan, well, now I should make a video just showing how awesome you are. I'm blushing. Thank you. Ethan, you are awesome. You're awesome. You need to make a video on how awesome you are. Switch plates, boring as F, it sells. Switch plates, I mean, clothing to me is a kind of boring, like an Untuck It 3XL shirt. That's pretty boring to me. So if it sells, I'm doing it. What's up, Good Guy Flips? Speaking of Good Guy Flips, that jacket came from his whatnot. Boop. The only unfortunate thing about this is not that it's a little discolored in the sleeves, which he talked about during his whatnot and felt bad selling it. That's not the problem. The problem was Kayway was in there and some other people, and they were bidding me up. That was the issue. So Good Guy Flips benefited from that whatnot. I did too, but I wish I would have paid less for the jacket. But hey, I'm in control of my finger when it comes to swiping. Good morning. I just started reselling. Hey, what's up, Max? I'm glad you're reselling. I've sold 9 orders, $300 before fees, less than 2 weeks. That's pretty good. The thrift stores in my area have high prices. Do you have any beginner tips for sourcing? Max, if you are able to and you have time, see if you can go outside of your area. For example, Chris at Peak was just in here. He travels outside of Asheville. He'll go to Charlotte. He'll go to all different cities that are an hour, 2 hours away if you can do that. Me, I live in Indy. Pretty good here, but I'll go to Chicago. I'll go to Cincinnati. I'll go to Dayton. All different places that I'll go to try to get cheaper prices, cheaper items. Make a day of it. Other than that, you can find a really good whatnot seller or a couple whatnot sellers that have good prices. A lot of the people that there are some people out there that they just get a ton of raw inventory and they just sell it as like they don't even do a curated show. You never know what's going to come up, and stuff will come up and you're getting it for $5, $6. It's Polo Ralph Lauren Big Pony hit or something like that. Good morning. Good morning. I have a mix of t-shirts, jackets, vinyl, plush, and posters in my truck now. Off to Midland. Hey, let's go. Midland, one day I'll start selling online if I keep saying it. What's up, Brian? Brian and I, we met here in Indy. Midland's a giant antique store, but hey, it's very hands-off, right? You just pick it up, you throw it in your booth, and you come and collect a check. There's no customer service, so that's the benefit of that business. And again, if you get good stuff, it's going to sell. Yep. I love the 4Runner too. He has an awesome 4Runner. Nice jacket. Thanks. Nasty jacket. Thanks. Chris at Peak is a good one to follow. How do we find Audra? Instagram. Chris at Peak is a good one to follow. Audra is on Facebook and on Instagram. And it's right here. Hey Mom 3. Where do you currently list? I list on, I'll show you. So here is where I currently list. Right here. So right now I'm currently listed on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. And would you looky there, everybody, over 1,000, back to over 1,000 items on eBay. And really, it's more than that with my multi-quantity. But how I did all these last night watching the game. If it's multi-quantity, I don't put it on Poshmark and Depop. I mean, Mercari and Depop. But yeah, that's where I list. What's happening, Captain? What's up, Dark Black? Chilling. Saturday, trying to get stuff packed. Then I head to the post office, drop the stuff off, pick up a couple returns. You know, typical Saturday. KUA is niching down to ground beef and rice sales. Yeah, dude, he eats like a bird, but he is losing weight, Nick. I mean, the thing is, I want to like be trim again, but I really like that pizza I had last night. And the night before, the Five Guys burgers was so good. I know it's bad for me. Next to Destin. Okay, Miramar Beach. So I thought it was. We might be going to Miramar. Last time we were at Rosemary, we might be going to Miramar. Okay, Destin, that's where it's at. We're going to be more, we're actually going to be a little bit more east of Panama City. So I don't know. The 3 orders in 2 weeks as a beginner is really good. You're doing something right, Max. Yeah, agreed. Nick, if only Nick would start social media. Again, retail arbitrage. I told you guys, when they had their big sale, I went and bought all of their cleats that were the U size. I ended up buying some that were adults too. These are 8.5. And I just put them in these bags. I take them out of the boxes, put them in these bags, label them, and put them in totes, and then they sell. So yeah, love selling the cleats. They do really, really well. And if you've been watching me over the past week, I've been selling them. Yesterday, someone messaged me and wanted to buy 10 pairs. And I had them listed for $400. They wanted to buy 10 pairs for $300. And I priced them all to sell. And with spring soccer season not even here yet, as Ethan knows, I'm like, I can't do it. Sorry. With spring coming up and they're $40 a pair, I can't. Like, you can't get new cleats for $40 a pair anywhere once soccer season comes. Good morning from Montana. What's up, Montana? Hey, search 3 returns. Yeah, I mean, it's part of it. I'm sure your return rate's still low. Oh gosh. Florida is June, you say? Yes, Florida is June, Ethan, but it's going to be in the panhandle. I'm going to be in the armpit, I think, of Florida. So I will be there. Welcome to come and say hi. We're going to be there for like a week in the house. Good morning, Piece of Scrap. What's up, Piece of Scrap? Piece of Scrap, we're talking about the ebbs and flows of eBay, social media, all of it. There's always ebbs and flows. It's got to stay consistent. It's going to try other areas because you get a mix of things. Found those salvage jeans in Houston. Yeah, I remember. So Audra went to Houston, went thrifting, and found some salvage jeans. It's good to source in other places. I live in Indianapolis, which is in Indiana, and people think like, oh, Indiana country. But where I live, it's like any other metro city, like, very diverse. Indianapolis. It's a metropolitan city. But if you go outside of the city, it's very country. A lot of area, a lot of Carhartt, a lot of Wrangler, all that sort of stuff. So if I just go outside the city, that's the type of things I find. There you guys go. There's the explanation behind it. $929 on Mercari this year. I'm making tens of dollars over there. You know what though, Nick? We're the same boat. Like by the end of the year, it's almost the end of Q1. So by the end of the year, if you made an extra $4,000 on Mercari, so this right here, we make fun of like Mercari because the sales suck over there. But when January 1 comes and you're looking at what you made the prior year, and you say, oh, I made an extra $4,000 on Mercari for doing nothing, literally doing nothing, because AI generates it over there with all the other ones. In the teaching world where I taught, you got an extra $500, and then with taxes taken out, like $400, $380 for being a highly effective teacher. You would come and get observed multiple times a year, and if they determine that you are a highly effective teacher, you got a $380 bonus that year. So for a teacher to get a $4,000 bonus is huge. That's how I look at it. And I know that Nick's probably the same way by the end of the year. When do you see the increase in sales? When do you switch to flat rate shipping versus calculated shipping? Did I see an increase of sales? I didn't. I didn't really, but I will say this. I'm sure if I wouldn't have switched when I did, I would have seen a decrease in sales if I didn't switch. I'm thinking. Because doing the flat rate, I'm paying usually I'm paying less than what they pay. If you guys don't know, I charge $7 flat rate for under a pound and $10 for over a pound. And usually I pay a little bit less for each of those. But if I did calculated shipping, it's crazy now. It's like $10 for a polo shirt to somebody. So I think the main thing is I did it early, and I think my sales would have probably decreased if I would have kept with calculated shipping. That's just a guess. I had someone in California return a convectional oven for doesn't fit. Brutal shipping loss. Downside of free returns. Oh, you do free return on electronics? Nick, I know it probably doesn't bother you too much, but yeah, because your return rate's so slow. Good morning, TD. What's up? Welcome in. Sorry, guys. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking down at the chat. Heading to Hollywood, Florida in 2 weeks. One of my faves. Hollywood, Florida, Brian. Right there, you got Palm Beach, you got Fort Lauderdale, all that Miami. There's some good thrifting in that area. That's what I'd be doing. Like, a little bit of beach. I got my beach in. Now I'm going to go thrifting. Have you ever lived in another state? Would you ever? I have never lived in another state, and yes, I would. If I moved, it would be to Florida. Because I love what I do, and the thrifting down there and the flea market, just the opportunities down there are great. We go on a lot of cruises. It'd be nice to get on the cruise. I like the hot weather. I like the warm weather. Florida is where I would move to. It's not crazy expensive to live there. But yeah, and I've been to a lot of states. I mean, I've been to more states than I haven't been to. So I've probably been to more than 25 states. Sales have been better this week than February. Sales have been better in March for sure than February. I agree with you, Ethan. But you also sold a ton in February. So you just must be like bathing in money. Your video on the photo clothing board was so helpful. Thanks. Hey, to be that free. You're welcome. Appreciate it. That again, I really like, I don't like planning and doing a YouTube video. They're very just like on the whim, to be honest. You guys know me. I love just talking and doing lives and being just that sort of thing. But that video, that board video, was really a good video to make for people. That day, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take my GoPro and my phone with me and just record the whole process from beginning to end. Why not do it? I did. And I think a lot of people have made that board. Yeah. And there are also things about that that you can do different. For example, if you've seen that video where I make a board that you can bring out from the wall and push against the wall, if you put a hook at the top, you can hang things that slide. So satin jackets and stuff slide down. You can hang that satin jacket on there and so it won't slide. You can also do a 4x6 board so it's longer if you do a lot of longer items. So has anyone else experienced a flat rate letter, legal, or padded not being offered as options when buying shipping labels through eBay? Not me. I haven't bought a flat rate in a long time through eBay, so I'm not sure. I was generally annoyed, but also respect them and not using a false, not as described. So I didn't do return original shipping. That's good. Nick, you're a good guy, though. You're a good guy. So what he's saying is that someone had a convectional oven. He sent to him. He has free returns in California. And Nick lives in Chicago. And they said it didn't fit. So they sent it back. They didn't do it not as described, which dings you. This didn't fit. So he said, okay. Hey, what's up, Nathan? Pike plays Mount Vernon today at 4:30. Go, Nate. Nate is one of my former students. He does lots of Special Olympic sports. I'm guessing that's basketball, though, too. Purdue plays, too. Nate, did you see Purdue win last night and the night before? Nate and I love sports. Hello. What's up, Jeff? I'm an old school eBay seller for over 25 years. You're a wealth of new knowledge for this old goat. Love your energy and awesome info. Jeff, appreciate you. What's interesting is one thing about, let's like go around the circle. One thing you don't know about me, maybe people don't know that I started selling on eBay in 2001. So 25 years ago as well. I've been selling on eBay, which is kind of crazy. I'm 40, but I started, in 2001, freshman in high school, maybe something like that. My dad did estate sales and eBay was becoming a thing. And I'm like, I can make money doing this. So I was lucky to start early and I was around someone who hustled all the time and saw the value in buying things that people don't want and reselling them online or reselling them in general. And I did the online piece. So welcome in. Yes, I'm always learning. I started clothing in 2016, knew nothing about different brands. I just taught myself along the way and watched people on watched thrift hauls and things like that. But yeah, I have a deep knowledge still in antiques collectibles. I love all that stuff. I was telling my dad, I took him to get a shot the other day. He's crazy. If you guys watch his videos, it's always fun taking him because he gives all the nurses a hard time. He's 80, and took him to get a shot. I showed him how the little he gave me for Christmas. He called it a henny penny, and it's the nesting hens. And his was milk glass, I think. And that's what he ate eggs out of from when he was a kid. I said, Dad, those are going for crazy money now. Do you remember during house sales like 10 or 15 years ago when you couldn't even give those away? Those would be there on the half price days and you would sell them for 50 cents. Now people are like paying crazy money for those. It's just everything goes in circles. And he said that, like, as you know, everything goes in circles, and he saw that. But you're welcome. Definitely lots of energy for sure. Probably too much for some people. Thank you for sourcing tips. As I'm still learning the business, do you think I should look into listing manager like Thrifty, or should I worry about that later when it gets bigger? Max speaks the truth. Max, tell us something that's the truth today. Number one, I'll probably make a haul video today because I have a lot of stuff. I'll probably make a haul video today. And I don't really cut those up. I just post them. They don't get a lot of views, but people like you and other people who really want to learn like brands, I'll do that for you guys. A listing manager like Nifty. So like Nifty, let's talk about it for a second. So if you have Nifty, this is what it is to you. If you're thrifting a lot, all right, this is what Nifty is going to do for you. You can decide if it's worth it or not. The prices go from 25 to 90. My version's the $90 version, but you have the same version for I think 60 or 70. But you can add an item, you add the photos, and then hit generate listing, and it will generate every single thing for your listing. And you hit list the item. And once you do that, it will list on all the 4 platforms. So how quick is that? Time is money, right? And then it will also do a sales detection. So it will, once your item sells, it will delist that item from, did I just sell this? I just sold this today. What? Look at that. I better pull that. On Mercari. Let's go. Nick, did you see that? Mercari sale. Anyways, it pulls it off of this platform and all the other platforms. Then it has the automation. So you're sharing it on Poshmark. You're sending out offers, doing the recreates on all these other platforms. So is it worth it to you? The question is, how many items do you have listed and how many items can you list a day? I would say if you have over 100 items listed on a platform and you're able to list, especially with the AI, 3 to 5 items a day, I think Nifty's a no-brainer. You need to get it. You'll make more money. You don't want to buy something just because other people are doing it if it's not going to generate your business more money. Now, it is a write-off at the end of the year, but like an eBay store, if you're not to the point where you need an eBay store, don't subscribe to an eBay store yet. Hey, cutie.
I'm taking a cake. So
cutie, come say hi to everybody. Listen, cutie. They see your shoulder. Now it's awkward.
Hi, everybody. I hope you have a good morning.
That's my beautiful. Where are you going, Shelby?
I have to deliver a cake.
Because it's your side hustle?
Yeah. And then I'm going to spend the money from my side hustle because I'm going to Home Goods.
Oh, well, hey, your money is your money.
Yeah.
You go do what you want.
Although I might use a credit card, so then it's our money.
What do you, stuff for the porch or something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, love you.
Be glad you guys can't see anything happening right here because this is so bad.
Speaking about a nesting hen that I was talking about a little earlier. All right. My wife is a nesting hen. She likes everything clean, picked up, all the above. So really, when she doesn't come down in the basement, things are okay. When she comes down here, her head explodes. I will not brag. Very grateful what I have. We're doing well. Yeah, you do well. Ethan was talking about selling shoes and that his March is better in February, and he was doing really well in February. But listen, if you guys follow Ethan and you look at his posts that he does on Facebook, he's sourcing like all the time, multiple shoes. When I stayed with him in Florida, literally, he woke up like it's a sat. We're chilling. He wakes up at 6, gets all of his listings done, gets all of his packing done, and he's ready to go for the day. Like a well-oiled machine. He treats it like a real job. I used to be stationed in Fort Walton Beach. Went to Destin a lot. Thanks for the service, Danny. Their outlet mall is huge, so go visit it and you can score. Oh, I will. Pike has a chance to win the state title this year. Let's go. Let's go, Nate. Yeah, I know. I heard they're doing pretty well. Carmel's doing well, too. Did Carmel win? Carmel's where I live, too. I taught at Pike. Went to North Central, live in Carmel. It's weird. No, I'm the good guy. Yeah, you are the good guy. You talk about with that jacket. Good Guy Flips. If you guys don't follow Good Guy Flips on Whatnot, don't follow him because then you'll be competing with me, and I don't really want to compete with you guys. But he does sell really nice Polo Ralph Lauren stuff, like that jacket right there, and other really nice Polo Ralph Lauren stuff that I've sourced and resold online and made good money from. But don't follow him because then I have to compete with you, and that's no fun. Anyone else's sales look pretty weak for this week? I don't know. Chat, what do you say? They look pretty weak. I remember trying to convince my parents to let me use their credit card so I could sell on eBay, not to use it, but to have it for a valid payment method if your fees are overspent. Yes, right? Convince your parent for that stuff. I mean, most parents would be like, that's cool. You're fine doing that. Hope you treated him to a thrift shop after. I didn't. I had to go pick up my son. Oh, he wanted. Every time I take him to go get a shot, he has to get a shot like once a month. He has prostate cancer, but he's 80. And it's like, okay, if you take this shot, then we probably don't have to do surgery because you'll probably outlive it. And so that's what he's doing with that. And every time we go by this place, it's a thrift store. And he's like, ooh, like, nope, we're not stopping. We're not stopping. My mom would kill me. Look, live Macari sales, top tier. Nick, I'm telling you, KOA must be watching this in the background. He probably clicked his button, like Macari sale for Surf's Up. I thought you were talking to me. She was a lot better than me. Listen, Shelby. So I'll tell you guys too. Shelby, I need a cake for my birthday. Shelby's gone. She's gone. That's how quick. She's in and out, gone. I'll tell her. Hopefully, she might be watching this in the car. Which Nifty plan is good to start with? I don't have a store. eBay, about 200, 250 items listing on eBay. I think it's good to start a Nifty then. It's okay if you don't have a store on eBay. But if you have that many items and you're listing consistently, I would start with the smallest plan possible on Nifty. But definitely you have to have the plan where it does cross-listing and automation. I would definitely recommend cross-listing and automation. And this is what I'm going to tell you. So I'll put the link here, or you go on Search Up Finds, free trial for 7 days. And then you need to get a discount off your first month. If you don't see that it's not making you more sales, and you'll see it because you'll see where you send out offers that it's sending 10% on offers. So you'll get some funky sale for like $21.68 or something. Where it's sending out offers. Let's see. Analytics. No, we'll go to inventory. Go to solds. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know where it tells you if it ever sent out an offer on these. I'm just looking at my sold listing. See, look, sold all those cleats. But anyways, yeah, I would definitely look into getting it when you have that many items. So I'll put a link here for it in the comments, or you can just go on to searchupfinds.com. But this is how you want to know how my wife and I, like, I could count on one hand how many arguments we've had about money in our marriage. And we've been married for 12 years, 13 years, 14 years. I don't even know. What year were we married? I don't even know. We've been married over 10 years. And the reason why we've never had an argument about money, and I buy nice watches, I bought cars, things that I enjoy, I like. I mean, there are people out there like, oh, I drive this CRV for 25 years, and that's fine. But I enjoy cars. I enjoy watches, always have. So I like those things and all this stuff. We never have arguments about money. She's going to Home Goods and buying things. You know why? Because my side hustle I use for the things I want, and her side hustle, she uses the things that she wants. So what we do money-wise every month is we both put money into a joint account that pays our bills. So every month, we both, every 2 weeks, we pay our joint account, and then that joint account pays our bills. A lot of times, because I make more money with my side hustles, I'll pay for vacations and childcare and things like that. That was like kind of our agreement. But that's how we do. So her side hustle money, she can go buy whatever she wants. I got a new pair of shoes. Okay, cool. I'm going to go to Home Goods. Cool. No issues there. Me, I just spent $10,000 on a watch. Okay, that's crazy, but it's not my money. It doesn't affect me. Okay. So, and she knows me that, like, I also will be able to resell things. Someone who stole a guitar while I was at Goodwill. Someone stole a guitar? Dang. That's not nice of them. Goodwill got it for free, so I guess it didn't lose any money. So sales for me this week. First week of March was great, though. Yeah, March, that's good. March, this week, not so great. It will be off and on. April and March, especially if you're selling spring and summer items, it's really good. Visually secured my parents' credit card. It wasn't that they didn't trust me. It was more it's common to use e-commerce. They were convinced their info would be stolen. Oh, for sure. Especially back in the day, because that's all you hear. The negative news is all you hear. you're going to get all of your information stolen. Someone's going to steal your identity, which does happen. Week for 3 months, 30% down. Oh, so there you guys go. You're not alone then. Some people are having, Chauncey's not having the best week. Also, Mercari, Poshmark, and Depop. Yep, there you go for the other ones. What the hell? It's Saturday. What's up, Amy D? I was on the lookout for you to be live. I hate this being late. Hey, you know what? It's all right. If you're late, just go take your test, and we'll just cross our fingers for you. I do have boxes for you. Got Nifty 21 days ago, 85 sales so far. Let's go. Boom. Yeah, so if you guys have, like, if Nifty's been great for you, feel free to say it in the comments below. Don't just take it from me. Live on a Saturday morning, I'm out at estate sales. What's up, Sophia? Out at estate sales, as you should be. I'm being over here bored doing packing. I just want to get this stuff to the post office. This is a Untuckit 3XL nylon spandex. So it's got a couple things going for it. As you guys know, I passed on a lot of Untuckit that's just cotton for $5. This one sold for $23.99, 3XL, and it's spandex and nylon. You ever go to Goodwill where their cart ties, look where you leave the store? That's when you know you're in the hood spot. Their cart ties, yeah, you know you're at a Goodwill where the carts have the really tall things on the top or going off of it, so you can't take the cart outside the doors. That's how you know. And those are the Goodwills that are my favorite, because no one likes going there. Not me. Not me. How many cleats have I sold so far? Oh, man. Could have sold 10 yesterday, Ethan, but wasn't taking the deal. I just listed them last weekend, and I probably sold 10 pair. Not crazy. Not as good as the last time. The last time I got cleats, they were all no lace youth cleats. Those are the best cleats that I find. No lace youth cleats. I coach soccer. I know all my soccer players from when they were 5 until now when they're 10. They like the no lace where you just slide them on. So those are the best. A lot of these had laces, and a lot of them were men's really small. So like kids big. But I've sold probably 10 pair. Could have been another 10 tomorrow. And they'll just slowly sell, especially once April hits. They'll be sold out. And Ethan knows that. Hey, what's up, Dora? Happy Saturday to you. Dora's always coming in saying hi. Do I do this full time? Yes, I do this full time. Reselling is my full-time income. Social media is a part-time income. I think my payout last year from Meta and YouTube was $14,000. I'm just gonna be honest with you. 14,000, I think. Last year, I think all my socials, because I recently did my taxes, 14. So it's not a huge, I'm not like a hairy tornado, one of those guys. I'm working both jobs today. Afterwards, I get my Vinted account uploaded. Okay, loaded. Dora, we need to message Nifty and say, hey, you should think about doing Vinted. See if we can get Vinted on there. How about this? I've had this for a while. This is a hoodie, obviously. Crooked Stick is a golf course here in Carmel. It's a PGA golf course. So they've had big events there. Tiger Woods and everyone's played there. The brand is called Red Jacket. Red Jacket. It was new with tags. Look how thick this tag is. Anything made by this brand was kind of expensive. I'm like, you know what? For $5, it's a PGA course. New with tags, decent brand. I sold this for $85. What? Okay. That was a fun sale to wake up to. And $85.50. So that was a Nifty sale. I didn't take a best offer on that. That was a Nifty sale. $85.50. Cart tires, I should say. Had 4 bags yesterday because I could not bring the cart out. Prices were great though. Hadn't been to that area in a few years. Let's go. Well, Nick was talking about how Chicago, their prices have gone crazy high. Nick, I'm not going. Again, I know like they don't know every brand, but I'm not coming to Chicago until you tell me the stores are hitting better or the prices are coming lower. Because I'm doing fine here right now. Also, with garage sale season coming up, estate sales, and then like I feel like it's often that I find people that are like selling stuff cheap, like this buyout. This guy was trying to downsize or whatever. And a follower messaged me. It was like, hey, this place in Indiana, they're going out of bid. I don't buy guys' clothes. I know you do. So I'm like, okay. So I headed up there and it was worth it. My husband and I do finances that way too. He hunts with his money. I travel to buy coffee with mine. I do have a bale of clothes being delivered this week, so that'll be fun to see his reaction. Oh, if I had pallets in my garage or bales of clothing, my wife, literally, her head would just go boof. But as long as I get in the basement a decent amount of time, she's fine with it. And also, I still pay for a lot of the vacations. So like this cruise we're going on, that came out of like my side hustle money, my business money. So she's cool with it up until a certain point. If stuff's been sitting around for a couple of weeks, she's like, gives me the look like, I don't want to have this conversation with you. But yes, that's how we do finances in our house. And everyone's different. That's just what we do. And it's worked for us. Not one time do we nib-nab each other about what we buy. Although she wasn't going to let me get a Cybertruck. She wasn't, just because she was being stubborn, and that's just in the bloodline of women. So she did her stubbornness, and I know how you women are. You're stubborn, blowing a lot of hot air. And then after time, just let you blow all that hot air and be stubborn. And then it's cool. And then you get the do what you want. It's your money, but I'm not paying for it. Done. Done. It's going to come. I've seen many ads online, Vinted lately, so definitely push it out. Yeah, that's what Dora, earlier in the live, I was talking about. I've seen so many ads for Vinted. So I think it would be nice for Nifty to maybe add it and see how it works out for us. I don't want to start a new platform if I'm not cross-listing over there with Nifty. What's up, Surfs? Sales were dead this week. What's up, Kingston? Sent about 30 offers results and 5 sales overnight. Hey, there you go. So sales were dead this week. Sent out offers, 5 sales overnight. I mean, I got to go back to, yeah, sometime. Also, I can tell you this. If you guys, Kingston, I don't know if you guys have Nifty or not, but what Wayne is doing, what KOA is doing, he's going into Nifty. He's going to his old listings and AI generating them. So I'll show you. I haven't even tried it yet. Let's go over and see. I haven't even tried it. All right, we're going to go over to Nifty. This is just a way that not this one. Yeah. This is just a way that you can try to get a sale from your older listings. So let's go to 41. Way back in my listings. Let's click on this listing and let's refresh. Maybe that's not it. Edit item. All right, so I'm editing item. I'm going to generate this listing. First of all, I'm going to click on this photo right here and remove the background. Okay, probably doesn't look the best, but whatever. Cancel. Cancel. All right, so I'm going to generate the listing. It's a men's, and let's generate it. So I know Wayne's going back through all of his old listings and just doing a couple a night. I think Peak might too. And just regenerating it. So it's going to like refresh the title, refresh the description. See, I didn't have red space dye in there. Look at this description. So it did all those things. I need to put my shipping in there right. So go back to your old listings, regenerate it, and then update your item. So that's something you can do. I'll do it again here real quick. Edit item. So we're going to edit this item. We're going to regenerate it. So you can see here's the title right here. Alan Flusser, men's shirt, floral, flip cup. Let's see what it does. Large. Let's see how it changes it. Alan Flusser, men's shirt, floral, flip cup, button, long sleeve. Let's see how it changes it. Okay, Alan Flusser, button-down shirt, men's large, multicolor plaid, floral trim, cotton. So it changed the title. It added tons to the description. Like Nick says, that's Google searchable. Yeah. And so, and it also switches it to whatever. So that's something you can do too. Go through all your listings and use the AI generator and redo your listing. Something to think about. Wayne, I'm not going to give credit to myself. K-Way Shop has been doing that recently. And he might talk about that on his lives. You might have heard that, but I don't really like watching that dude. So I don't know. I'm not too sure if I did or not, but I snagged a Ralph Lauren suit, blazer, and pants for $1 yesterday. I know nothing about suits and blazers in general, but hopefully the name helps. So if you bought it for $1, you're not going to lose money on it. That suit, depending on the size, whatever, could sell from anywhere from $30 to $70. So you're not going to lose money on it for sure. When I did this buyout the other day, I only bought one Ralph Lauren suit, and I could buy them all for $10. The only one I bought was a new with tags one for $10. Good morning, Richard French. I talked to an older lady yesterday who knows I resell and let me know if I knew a thrift shop that is close by. I'm going to go check that out next week. Talk to everyone you know about what you do, and you'll find. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Talk to people. Let people know what you do. There's a church that I go to, a church sale. It's actually today, but there's a church, and the lady that runs the store, she always messages me because I always spend money in there. She said, hey, we're doing our $1 sale Saturday, which I usually don't like going to, but we're putting new inventory out next week, which I like going to that. And she knows, like, I'll pay your thrift store full prices. I like coming when there's new inventory. So yeah, just go to that thrift store. Who runs the thrift store? Talk to those people. Let them know. Here's my number. This is what I'm looking for. I'll spend a lot of money. That's what they want. I'll surrender my favorite location since I'm on the way out of Illinois. But Naperville, Goodwill, St. Charles, Goodwill, Salvation Army, Bloomington, Illinois. Goodwill is all my best spots. Nick's leaving for Georgia. Nick, you'll surrender those. Listen, those are still far from me. But yeah, those might be the ones that I might just go up there and camp out. Get a hotel right next to those and just camp out all day, spend the night at the hotel and camp out. Would that be better than me traveling all around Chicago? I'll just camp out there all day long. Make sure I wear my elbow pads, though, because I've been to Chicago and I've seen how these people are in the stores. Thanks for showing me what Nifty does. If you were to start all over from the very beginning, what items, brands would you sell to get things moving to learn on the fly? Really good question. I would make a list of 5 to 10 items. And these are items that you'll see regularly. You could make a list of 5 items that you pick up no matter what it is, but you don't find those very often. For example, C.C. Filson, Roback, Pendleton, men's Pendleton. No, I'm not even going to say Pendleton. C.C. Filson, Roback, some of those brands. No matter what, you pick those up. But Taylor Stitch, let's say Todd Snyder, and another one. No matter what, you pick those up. You don't see them very often. So let's make a list of 5 brands that you think you'll see often. Polo Ralph Lauren. What in those brands should you pick up? And what price points? $5. What brands do you see often that you can pick up? And your point is get your store rolling quickly. So Polo Ralph Lauren, Peter Millar, as long as all these are in good condition, the right price point, the right thing. Polo Ralph Lauren with a horse, $5 sell for $20. Peter Millar, $5 sell for $20. Things like that. Vineyard Vines, you see that often. The performance kind, $5 sell for $23, like I just did earlier. Make a list of like 5 things that you see often that will make you money, and then you can add to that list. And also know the brands that you shouldn't be picking up. That's very important too. When I first started out, I made a lot of mistakes picking up J. Crew and all these brands, and some of those items within those brands are good, but for the most part, I was picking up items that weren't worth listing and selling online. Waiting to see the Cybertruck. Not only did I order the Cybertruck, I ordered the Cyber Beast because I like fast and I like cars and I like different. And I'm telling you, I'm loving that thing. I don't even have it. I did drive it. And the more I can't wait. I love it more and more because it's so unique and different. And I just like unique and different. I can't wait. And I have had a Tesla Y for 3 or 4 years now, 3.5 years now. And like, I'm sold on Tesla for my lifestyle where I live in Indy, where I can charge at my house. It's great. My wife has a van. We take that on trips. That's Fitness King Wayne to us slobs. I know, everyday slobs. Like how he posts his workout and what he eats and all this stuff. I'm not jealous or anything of him losing weight. You're right about that, Dora. My realtor remembered that I did this 3 years ago and bought bags from her daughter's clothing. See, there you go. Talk to everyone. Dora knows. Nick knows. Salvation Army stores in Chicagoland can be sneaky good. Ooh, Nick and Purple. No, okay. I need to see the basketball game between you and Wayne. He keeps talking trash about how he beats you in everything. Yeah, he always says, "I beat you in everything, Surfs. I beat you in everything." Listen, he's got a wife. I can make it. I'm just gonna start making excuses now. Okay, like he's good at making those. He's got a wife that lists stuff for him, and other stuff, things like that, But he did not beat me in basketball. He won't get a shot over me. He's the size of a leprechaun. He's not going to shoot over me. And he's Irish. I'd be traveling, to be honest, standing in one store. Okay, in Chicago, I'd be traveling all day is depressing. In the right store at the right times for the good items. Everyone knows is part of it. I know. Yeah, I couldn't do that. It would be like me at the bins. I just couldn't stay there all day. I'm with you. There you go. You and Nick are talking. You guys are talking on here. Okay. You guys have your discussion about your Chicagoland. All right. Peter Millar. I talked about this. I posted this, posted a picture of this on Facebook. And I said, let me show you real quick. Nifty. I'm just going to go to Nifty. Sorry. Sold. Actually, where did I sell it? eBay? Let's go to eBay. Sell. I should look at, I don't think I might be not top rated anymore, by the way, guys. Paid and shipped. We got to do Millar stripes. Millar medium. Okay, so this is what I just sold right here. So the question I said was, this is my cover photo. So if I have an item where it has a logo, like a local golf course logo that's not going to increase the value, I don't put it in my cover photo. Call me shady. I don't care. It's there. It's in the photos. It's right there in that photo. It's right there in that photo. It's in the photos. But my cover photo, I don't put it in it. I might be shady. I might not be. But it is what it is. Wayne plays on Little Tyke Soup. Yeah. He got it backwards. He plays on the Little Tyke Soup. He's like, I can dunk. Because he's always like, I can dunk. Yeah, you can dunk on a Little Tyke Soup with Joey. That was a good one. Peter Millar, $22.99. You guys just saw me sell that. Or whatever. Oh, gosh. I play with Joey. He's very small, isn't he? He's got a small brain, too. He's not even on here. He's probably watching in the background, just dying to defend himself, but he's not. That's why he started eating healthy. He wants to grow up and be big and strong. I haven't looked down to see his backwards hat. God, this is like roast K-Way, and I love it. I'm here for this. Let's keep roasting. I'm here for it. All right, Peter Millar shirt, $5. This is local to my area. Connor Daly, I think it's Connor Daly. This is new with tags. It's just a IndyCar, Ed Carpenter IndyCar jersey that you'll never probably see in your area, but because I live in Indianapolis and all the teams are based out of Indianapolis, I find this stuff at Goodwill. Sold it for $35. I paid $5 for it. A lot of people don't pick this stuff up. IndyCar's not like hugely popular, but obviously it's popular enough to sell. $35 for that. Again, take advantage of what's in your area and what's popular in your area that might not be popular in other areas. Like if you live wherever. Another pair of one of these shorts. Again, $14.99, sold via promoted listing. I still have hundreds of these left. So I'm just going to continue to sell these, and you guys are going to be bored with it. Backwards hat and bare feet on the garage floor. For real. Can someone please, can if you guys watch K-Way, can you please tell him to quit being barefoot in his photos and his videos? Like that's, no one wants to see those dogs. No one wants to see those dogs. That's nasty. All right. I have 3 more eBay items before we have Poshmark items. One of them's an Ethan item, but not the next one. The next one is a Retail Arbitrage Nike hat. Took the tag off of it. It's going in a, I talk about this often. This is going in an 8x6x4 box. If it has a bendable bill, I'm putting it in an 8x6x4 box. I'll talk about a flat bill here in a second. So 8x6x4 for a bendable bill. New with tags. I'm going to Fernando. And it sold again for $14.99. You don't even want to know what I paid for that. 8x6x4 for a bendable bill hat. Okay. 8x8x8. This is this is 8x8x6. 8x6x4, 8x8x6 for a flat bill hat. Flat bill ping hat. This sold for $13.99. $13.99. I know, Amy D. Which one do you like? Amy, are you more about the 8-inch, the 6-inch, or the 4-inch? Which one do you prefer? You know he's still sleeping. Kayla is pinning whatnot shows, drafting listing. Yep. Kayla right now, K-Way's wife, who you never used to see her all the time. It's really sad you don't get to see her anymore. She looks like this. He married up. It's not the best. I guess you can't see it that well, but he married up, no doubt. I don't know how he did that. Must be his luck since he's a leprechaun. Kayla is doing the one-out shows, drafting the listings, and preparing his rice and beef bowls. He already said Kayla pre-prepares the meals. So, got to go 8 inches. So, Amy D prefers 8 inches over 6 and 4. So, just got to, everyone's preference is different. This is coming 8 inches. Coming 8 inches. This is a Ethan sale. I might have sold these too cheap, but these are more of like a fall. I don't know. They're more of a fall because they're like a Chukka Tide, and they're Cole Haan Todd Snyder collab. I only paid $8 for these. 8Y means they were 8 yellow. Todd Snyder Cole Haan collab. I've had these listed for a long time, and I took a best offer of $50. Might not be the best, but the photo wasn't great. It was on my old photo station, on my floor, my kitchen, and I sold it for $50. But Todd Snyder, anything I'm picking up, and for $9 into $50, I'm fine. If I have listings that I've had listed for a long time, get them out of here. I'm doing a Whatnot Seller Summit in Austin. Oh, you're going to it. I plan to bring 2 pieces of luggage to Phil since the Goodwill outlet is near. Let's go. Are you going to the Goodwill or the Whatnot? Actually, I mentioned something to K-Way about that to see if he was going to the Whatnot thing. I don't do enough Whatnots to do that. But that will be fun, Dora. You do a lot of whatnots, and you're growing. You do a lot of different whatnots. Who texted me? Ah. Wayne, I filmed a garage video yesterday. Cool. We are talking mad shit about you on live right now. All right. Cole Haan shoes. Yeah, that's a U sale. That's a U sale. Ethan with his shoes. Ethan, how much should those shoes have gone for? I'm thinking more 75 or so. But I've had them listed for like, I don't know, probably a year, not a year, probably since last summer. And they didn't sell through the fall and winter, which is when I thought they would sell. And as you guys know, that $50, if it took that long to get an offer on them, I'm going to be able to use that 50 over the next week or two and turn it into a potential, $400. And then I'll use that $400 in the next month, turn that into a potential $2,000. By the time maybe I'll get another offer on those $50 shoes. So that's how I look at those. Thanks for the valuable knowledge. I have a question about shipping. How do you cut your costs down on shipping material, boxes, mailers? Get them bulk from somewhere? Good question. 65 Cole Haan is in a downturn. Okay, 65. Okay, I don't feel too bad then. Okay, don't feel too bad. I still sell those mesh Cole Haans pretty well. The 0 grand. I mean, I buy them for like $9 and sell them for like $30. And I'm sure you do too. You're welcome for all the valuable stuff. How do I cut my cost on shipping? Well, first I make sure the buyer pays for the full amount of shipping. When I do shipping, for the most part, the buyer pays for all the shipping. I even keep a little bit. Second, if you sell on Poshmark, you can get free ground advantage items or packing materials. So like these poly mailers, these right here, this ground advantage box. If you have a Poshmark account, you can get all these for free. I buy these. I buy these. If you go to surfsupfinds.com, you can see all my links on Amazon for what I buy. These are like 9 cents a piece. So really, I don't sell a lot of hard goods. My boxes are like 50 cents to $1 if I have to do like a hat box, but I don't ship things in a lot of boxes that I buy myself. It's boxes that I get for free. Good morning, Mom. Good morning. Mom's taking the kids to see a movie today, so that's fun. Thanks, Mom. We talked about you a little bit earlier today. I told him that I did not take Dad to a thrift store on his way back from getting his shot. And I said you were probably grateful for that. Did you guys know? Told you he'd show his face. Did you guys know that this guy is rich and he bought 2 Cybertrucks? That's obviously everyone knows that's false. No one needs 2 of those. Number one. Number two, too bad you can't go back and look at the comments because we talked about how you have your nasty feet in all of your videos and your pictures online, which definitely makes you lose followers. Nasty. People probably even don't want to buy from you because of that. I don't buy from your whatnots just because of that fact alone. And then we also talked about how you married up and you probably managed that because you're an Irish leprechaun who can't dunk. And Nick said you actually are able to dunk, but just on Joey on a little Tykes basketball hoop. So it's kind of a rundown of what we talked about you this morning. And a lot of it was all true. Pretty crazy. All right, let's do some Poshmark orders. Poshmark orders. And we had a Mercari order come in, right? All right. So, yeah, look who woke up. See, we already know. He just woke up. No, I didn't. I got my workout in. I ate my bowl of bird food. No, you didn't. This is a Brooks Brothers Red Fleece. Brooks Brothers Red Fleece. Don't pick everything up by Brooks Brothers Red Fleece, but it is more of it's tailored to more of like a casual, youngish crowd. The Red Fleece is. And this one sold for, it does have the hit on the front. This sold on Poshmark for $19. $19. What I always do with these, I fold the buttons in so they don't break. And then, talking about shipping supplies, this is free and it's on Poshmark, so I'm gonna put it in one of these padded envelopes. I'm starting a second feed channel. I bet it gets more followers than you. Is that going to be on OnlyFans? I don't know how many people in here actually have an account like you. I know you have like 2 accounts over there. So you're going to start another one with your feet? That's crazy. Best of luck. I mean, I'm all about your side hustles. I'm all about them. You know me. I'm thankful you didn't take dad thrifting. See, my mom knows. My dad will go thrifting and bring home crap that he does not need, or he's not at the point in his life where he resells it. He just brings it home. Amy D, I'm telling you. Let's see. Dora would not be his first subscriber. All right. Brooks Brothers shirt. Red fleece. I don't pick them all up, but some are good. A lot of times you'll find sweaters with stripes or things like that. That was a good one. Let's do this one next. I've had a few of these shirts for a long time. So I'll tell you where I bought these. I bought these from Whatnot. They're chubby size small, and they're kind of a weird polo. They're buttoned, but they're half button. They go halfway down the shirt. Size small. Out There Flipping. If you guys don't watch them on Whatnot, it's a channel, Out There Flipping. They bought out a Chubby's outlet store. They bought the rest of the store out. This was maybe 2 years ago. And they were selling these, and they were doing like bundles of 5. And I bought a bundle of 5, and I've had them for forever. And now whenever I get an offer, I'm just selling them. So that Chubby sold for $16, which actually isn't too bad. I'm just fine with that. Wayne's got multiple freak accounts. Yeah, guys, if you have an account over there, look for him. You guys will know exactly which feet are his because if you follow him on social medias, you've seen him multiple times. They're the short, chubby ones with the like grime between the toenails. Here is a item that got returned to me on eBay, and then I relisted it this week, and it sold on Poshmark. These I paid nothing for. They were part of a buyout, and I told the guy, like, I really don't have much. He's like, just take them because they are J. Crew. And they are jeans, but I normally only buy these if they have a tag right here that says Japanese denim, and they don't. But he just gave them to me. I sold them for $16 for the second time on Poshmark. And luckily, they're on Poshmark, so they're not going to get returned again. I don't know why they got returned. Did not fit, something like that. What's up, Richie Rich? What's up, Richie Rich? Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? Oh, good morning. Okay, you say good morning. Shoot. Post office closes soon, too. What am I doing? I'm talking way too much this morning. All right. We have 5 more, and I'm going to do them kind of fast because I got to go drop this stuff off. I probably should drop this stuff off. I could wait till Monday, but Bad Birdie hat. Boop. I got in trouble. I got my hand slapped on eBay for putting Bad Birdie stock photos online, but it's good on Poshmark. So until I make my photo setup ready for shoes and hats again, I'm not selling these on eBay right now, but it sold on Poshmark for $13. $13. And I paid less than $5 for that Bad Birdie hat. All right. Get that one out the door. Next item is a pair of Roan pants. I seem to find Roan pants often, either because people just don't pick them up, or just lots of people donate them. I'm thinking it's more people just don't pick them up. But here are what they look like. They have that writing right there, and then on the inside pocket you'll see that they're Roan. Size 31, kind of an awkward size, but these sold for $24. And I listed these recently, and I've sold lots of these, and I seem to always find them in navy blue for some reason. Again, putting them in one of these Poshmark sale. Paid $5 for those. $5 for those. Just listed these last 2 items. That Mercari sale can wait. I did get a Mercari sale while we were live, which is unbelievable, by the way. But that one can wait. Here is a pair of Lululemon shorts. I just listed these, and they sold for 20 bucks. Lululemon shorts for 20 bucks. Good deal for somebody. But Lululemon, you just don't get as much as you used to, but you still get decent money for them. Again, Poshmark sale, paid either $3.99 or $4.99 since they're pricing them up at my Goodwills now. And then again, with that big buyout that I did, everything $10. Another pair of True Religion jeans, brand new with the tag. Sold these for 36 bucks. 36 bucks. I paid $10 for them. And these are just all selling really well. So I was happy to find that little outlet. And I'm going to put these in a little bit of a bigger bag. Do you sell Noble on eBay? They give me a Vero on one of mine. I don't. I actually haven't picked up a pair of Noble shoes in a while. So I don't even think I have any for sale. But I used to. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they would give you I haven't heard of that. But that's it, guys. I'm going to try to get this stuff to the post office. I can make it there in the next 19 minutes if I leave right now. Hey, how's it going? What's up, Thrifty Duckies? I'm just leaving, but I'm glad you came in so I could say hi right before I left. See you guys later. Have a great weekend. Hopefully, I will be live on Monday. If not, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.